Hello my brothers, this is Justin with Masonic Improvement. In this video we're going to look at the one simplest contribution that any officer of a lodge can make to contribute to the improvement of his lodge. But before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to ask everyone to please go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Right now we are hovering at about 3,800 subscribers, and I'm setting it as a goal to try and reach 5,000 by June. So if you could, just please, like I said, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy this video, I would also ask that you please share with any like-minded brethren that might also benefit from the content, and hopefully we can continue to grow this movement. Speaking of this content, if any of the brethren find this content worthwhile or helpful, I would ask that you please go ahead and look at my Patreon, and if it is within the length of your cable tow, to please consider making a small donation. Any donations that go towards Masonic Improvement will of course be reinvested back into the movement, and it will help to contribute to better content as far as the videos and my blog and anything else I may produce. So now that all of that is out of the way, let's go ahead and cut to the content, which I've titled as Chaos in the Quarries, Know Your Role. Freemasonry is inseparably dependent on its ceremonies and ritual, also known sometimes simply as the work, and this makes it very unfortunate when its significance is overlooked, as it often is. The work has deep importance on many aspects of the craft, and the following examples only touch on its relevance. It represents our history. It binds us as brothers and men through shared experience. It is our primary tool for delivering basic Masonic education. It is used to open and close lodges, and it provides opportunities for student-mentor relationships. So as you can see, the work influences every element of Freemasonry in some way. It is also worth pointing out that the ceremonies and ritual are a group experience, almost like a play. Everyone has a part, and while some parts may be bigger or smaller than others, each brother contributes to the overall Masonic experience by contributing his own part to the work. But what happens if everyone doesn't know the part they have to play? I've been blessed with the opportunity to travel a bit in recent months and visit some local lodges that I don't usually get to attend. I've attended the stated meetings at one lodge in particular, which shall remain nameless, and my experiences there have impacted me enough to write about the very topic you are now reading. Unfortunately, it was not a good experience. Both nights that I attended, several of the officers struggled to remember the lines or messed them up completely. What takes an unfortunate situation and makes it terrible was the fact that the most unprepared officer present was the Worship Master himself. The Worship Master should rule his lodge through example and govern it with authority. Unfortunately, he did not know many of his lines to open or close the lodge, and when decisions had to be made, he shrank down in his chair and avoided eye contact until somebody else stepped up to make decisions for him. At this point, I tell you to put yourself in my shoes, but the fact is that we've all been there at one point. How many meetings like this would you expect a new Mason to sit through before he decides to walk away from the fraternity, when his time could be spent productively elsewhere? Brothers, I don't mention this example to cast shame on any lodges or fellow Masons, but I'm using it to impart an important lesson. Know your role. If you know that it's a strong possibility that you may have a position the next year, then it's your duty to yourself and your lodge to begin learning the role associated with that office. Learn it before you're voted or appointed into an office, not after the fact. Senior deacon should know how to open and close as a senior warden before he's voted in. Likewise, a junior warden should begin learning the senior warden's parts before elections roll around again. As a senior warden, all of his focus should go towards learning how to conduct the rituals and ceremonies as a worshipful master. I'll repeat this again. Do these things and know your role before it is expected of you. As a lodge, you also have the responsibility of requiring brothers that want to advance through the progressive line to demonstrate their proficiency in the work that will be expected of them in their new office. If a brother isn't knowledgeable of the office that he wants, then he doesn't need to be put in that office. If he hasn't learned the ritual yet, why would you expect him to do so now? If you end up with some offices that don't have anybody to replace them, then that's okay too, as long as the brothers that are already in that office are willing to remain. I would suggest that there is even a benefit to keeping brothers in leadership positions for extended periods of time, so long as they are willing. So in closing, I know that this video may come across negative to some brothers, but that's not the intent. I strongly believe that we have to take ourselves seriously if we want to be taken seriously. The rituals and ceremonies of Freemasonry are the mediums through which the majority of the Masonic experience is delivered to its brothers. Let's raise the bar on our expectations of the work and make the commitment to demand high quality ritual from ourselves and others. So that being said, I do want to thank everybody again for watching my video as always. I have a little added bonus for any of you that have watched this video in its entirety. I am currently working on a book, so is yet to be titled. I'm about through chapter 2 right now, so stay tuned for more information on that. It's shaping up really well, and I'm really excited about what the end result's going to look like. So take care, my brothers, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you again.